No, these are
You can
mine.
have it. So.
Here's these.
Alright, we are on.
All
Oh,
right.
here, give me those. Don't worry about that.
You caught us off guard.
Yeah, I did. I want to make sure you're paying attention.
I never paid attention.
Obviously. Alright.
What do I need to do to make you let me roll a percentage die? Because I've never had to roll one. Like, I just kind of want to use it.
Alright. I'll come up with something.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. This is D&D. Alright. So,
Are you sure
This
we're
is-
on? Are you sure we're on?
yeah. So this is episode 4 of Let's Roll. I'm going to give a minute for anybody to jump on that needs to jump on.
Oh, yeah, timer.
So, I want to thank everybody who's watching the live stream tonight, which is probably like 2 of you.
Word.
We don't care.
That hurts my feelings.
Does it?
No.
Yes.
He's sensitive.
I was upset though.
So, let's just set this up. Why is it that way? Oh, I know why. Here we go. So, yeah. Alright. Again, we want to thank everybody who's watching the live stream. Remember, this is an adult show, so we do have adult language. And,
Fuck.
yeah, fuck. It's some really fucked up conversations. We have our live shows every other Monday, so the next one will be October 14th when we play the next live show. But we do run recaps on our off Mondays. So if you missed anything, next Monday will be our second session. So we're 2 sessions behind on the recaps. Every show starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're watching the YouTube, remember to like and subscribe, hit the notifications. Once we hit 100 subscribers on our Twitch channel or on our YouTube, we're going to be doing a giveaway. I will be giving away a set of dice and a copy of Baldur's Gate Descent. So there's that. Yeah. Except for you guys, you don't get it. So, I'm going to go over the recap. After you guys cleared under the tomb, our heroes made their way back up to the library where Duriel gave you guys shelter at a local tavern. Alistair, hurt by the encounter, stayed at the temple. On the way, Django, you got pickpocketed by a creepy old dude who took all your shit and slipped you a piece of paper that we thought were Madonna boobs.
Madonna boobs.
While at the inn, Bernard met an interesting man reading tarot cards and was told a little bit about the ghost ship at the Dustin Hall docks. He also overheard the tavern owner talking about the bandits. Then they went to bed where Gabriel gave Bernard another vision, this time of his family, and told him to stay the course. In the morning, we went back to the temple, and you received those things that you were promised. So you got your stone.
Yes.
And then he asked if you could.
Over there. Unicorn poop over there.
What?
Unicorn poop.
Oh, yeah.
Over there.
and he
Jealous.
had you meet Daragon, the captain of the Dustin Hall Guard, who was a large dragonborn, red dragonborn. And he asked if you could help out with the bandit camp to the north. So you guys agreed and met Noob. And he was outside. He was going to show you where to go. He's basically like Dustin Hall's hired muscle for the most part. After a failed ambush heading north, and some interesting tactics by Bernard. Can you guys turn those two on?
Oh no.
I was wondering what was going on. Interesting tactics by Bernard. You guys found, there we go, a trail that would lead you to the bandits' main camp. So you defeated the guards and 2 wolves to find the rest of the camp was deserted, but you found a doorway into a small mine where you guys entered the doorway, fought 2 more guards, got fucked up by some poison darts that they had set a trap, and walked into basically their base for their encampment, where there were a shit ton of guards, 2 wolves, and a large half-orc named Grat, who seemed to know Goragar, and called him the Oathbreaker. And that's where we ended. You guys were pretty well fucked up from the first set of encounters, so you have like probably 10 hit points between all of you. So let's see if we get a TPK tonight. And that will bring us to that. So real quick, just doing some introductions. I will also be playing Goragar tonight. We do have a new character who we will introduce shortly, but we're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves, starting with Izzy and
Izzy?
Your character.
And I am the gnome Django.
The new Django.
Sorcerer, that is.
I'm Devin. I'm Gimbal.
Albie, Noob Still Lost with Micho.
Oh, we're skipping you for now? You're Becky.
I'm Becky.
My name is Brandon, and I am a dwarf named Bernard.
I feel as if I'm right there. Oh my god.
All right. So that gives the introductions.
Where's Goragar at?
I have Goragar. So go ahead and throw him in. And again, I'm Jess. I'm going to be playing Goragar for a short period of time, and I am also your DM. So I am all the things that are about to kill these folks.
I kind of wanted to play a monk anyway.
So while I set up the table,
Looking at this guy, is he like 4 times my size?
he's pretty fucking big. But we're going to run the intro, so we will be back in just a second.
I have faith.
I mean, his name is Twat, so he can't be that tough.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So we're back.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys enter the room, and the orc is very large, even for orc standards, even for half orc standards. He's a big dude. You can see that his armor is like made up of bones from creatures that he's slain. So they're very large pieces of bone. You see a large, almost like a almost like a bird skull on one shoulder, and he has another one kind of set up as a shield on his arm. And he has a very, very large axe that he is right now sharpening to kill the party. So, first thing is first.
His axe's name.
First thing is first. Ladies and gentlemen, roll initiative.
Oh,
Becky, roll initiative for me.
yes.
19.
Hold on. 1 second.
I got a 4.
So starting here.
I don't think I'm gonna use
15.
my
18.
19.
19.
4. Yours would actually be 21. Remember, I had your
21.
initiative bonus.
Oh. Still not paying attention. Now what do you gotta say about unicorn dice?
I said unicorn puke.
Okay. So,
Do you want to look at it?
leaving off exactly where we were. Oh, I need to roll for Gorgar. So leaving off where we were, Grat spits on his axe, lays his hand on it as you hear like scraping a metal. Looking directly at Gorgar, he has a bloodlust in his eye. It's fine.
I forgot to open these beforehand.
It's fine. Good
You're
job.
so rude.
So rude.
You're fucking. Shut up.
Boys, let's take care of these men.
Let's not do that.
And that begins combat. So you see as they all start to dash forward. I'm going to start the round over here.
Oh boy. What are the spaces? Can't even tell.
They're roughly about an inch, so about the same size as your base. Yeah, this is one of the first ones.
That's good.
Okay.
Bam! I'm gonna swing with my sword.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
20, 20, 20.
Oh, 20. Oh, smack. That's 5.
Okay.
Oh, you have to add your plus to hit.
5. Which is this one, right?
No. 60 weapon.
Plus 6.
Plus 6. So that's 11.
Okay. So you run up, and as you go to slash in, he takes his sword and he just kind of dodgers down to the floor as you miss.
Oh, poor Peaches.
Whiff it. It is. Then Izzy, you're on deck. You're coming up when you come up.
I'm gonna scuffle my way over here behind Noob.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
You have a vicious mockery
I know.
cantrip.
I know. But
Okay. You know it doesn't cost anything to use.
yeah, I know. I don't. There's a reason. So.
Okay. Okay. All right. So then it goes to
Alright.
this guy. So now he over here, and he is going to take his swing. No, he misses. So you see that bandit run over with a short sword, and he goes to
Flash.
Did you kick the thing again?
I haven't moved.
Warrior.
Oh no!
Oh, son of a bitch.
Check under the table.
There we go.
Hey.
Alright. So he runs up with his sword and he is going to take a swing. He swings wide and just barely brushes your armor. You can feel it kind of rush off.
Get off me, son.
And you look over at him as the other bandit in front of you plunges forward. And that is a
8.
Hey.
Yeah, he said.
no, that is
no, he
a
said 8.
yeah 21 to hit.
16.
So you take 5 damage as the blade kind of slips into the soft spot of your armor, kind of into your rib cage.
Why are you always getting so hurt?
Jeez.
Then it
Because Garrett's
is.
not here.
Somebody has to take it.
You see him jump down.
Uh-oh.
Having a good time.
Having a good time.
And he
What now?
is hell-bent on Gorogart. Takes a swing. So with the first swing, Gorogart puts his sword up and swings it down, and they both look at each other like nose to nose as Gorogart just goes,
Scary.
oh yeah. So he swings it back. As the sword comes down, he rips across the front of Gorogart. And you see a little splash of blood. Okay. I got like 6 characters I'm with it right now.
Yeah, no,
It's fine.
Learn how to run 7 at once. You
I know, stupid.
amateur.
So you see like a little blood spray come off as he backs off, and they both set with their weapons drawn, just looking at each other.
Has it been 8 hours since our previous encounter?
No, your first encounter was up in.
No, with the
His mage armor
with
lasts
the
8 hours.
yeah with the first bandits.
Yeah, I would. No, it does not, because you guys took a short rest and then got lost in the woods.
That's fine.
Um,
All right. Ooh. Yeah.
I'm awful tired. A long
Alright.
walk.
I'm gonna just kind of like, I imagine just kind of like sit by this rock here,
okay.
and I'm gonna I'll fire chromatic orb at this guy,
Okay.
the big guy, with tides of chaos to give me advantage.
What does Tides of Chaos do again, just to make sure that I know?
It gives you advantage.
Gives you advantage, but
But it like forces a wild surge.
does it do it right after or
It's like the next
turn?
No, the next time that I use. Oh, that's draconic. Oh yeah. You can gain advantage. Once you do so, you must finish a long or short rest anytime before you regain the use. You can have me just roll on the table after I cast a spell.
Anytime I want.
Yeah, it forces it.
Sweet. Okay,
After
go ahead.
any Alright. Beep. Okay. So 15.
15
That's probably-
hits.
Ooh, okay. So it'll be like a ball of lightning shooting at him. And it is. There's my 8.
Welcome up.
Okay. 16 plus 7.
What?
23.
16 plus 7?
Is that right? Yeah.
What the?
Okay.
How you get a plus 7? Jesus.
Because it was 8, 8, 7.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3d8. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So
So,
you see as Django kind of looks around, he's like, fuck! And he runs behind the stone and he waves his hands. A ball of electricity kind of forms, and like Sub-Zero, he just fucking blasts it at him. Hadoukens his ass.
There was like so many things wrong with that. Sub-Zero is ice. Hadouken is Street Fighter.
Sub-Zero forms a ball, and electricity is
Raiden. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do Raiden.
yeah.
Pay attention.
Alright.
No, because Raiden does a blast, not a ball.
But he does lightning.
Yeah,
You're
but it's
slowing
not a
down
ball.
combat.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You want a nerd fight? We'll nerd fight, goddammit.
I'm just trying to get you to kill my character. That's
Oh, trust me, it's gonna happen. So, as it blasts into the side of him, you see him drop to one knee.
And you can make me surge after that if you wish.
In a minute.
Do not fight.
He drops down to one knee, and he stands up and just looks over. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So it is. Where are we at? So goes to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. It's Gorgar's turn. So
Gorgar.
So he takes a swing. Jesus Christ. What's your AC? It was a natural 1.
Oh, come on. Go ahead.
Then I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, because I made the Raiden comment. Yeah, sure, it's a natural 20. Alright. It's fine. No, it's fine.
Alright, so as Gorgar does a wild swing, he does it pretty much almost exactly as you hit him. So he goes down to one knee, and Gorgar just fucking baseball swings over his head and kind of clips your shoulder.
Oh.
You only take 4 points of damage.
Oops.
Alright. Thank you.
Okay. So now it is your turn.
Now it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay, can I move around in the flank?
Yeah.
Alright, so like right here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take swing with my warhammer. What do I want to do? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a swing with my warhammer. And I miss. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. So, as you run up to make your attack, you get clipped by Gorgar. Your aim's now a little off, and you just kind of whiff. And then it is.
Watch where you're swinging.
Ooh, sorry, bud.
A whippersnapper.
So it is. He is going to.
Yeah. Bowling.
Okay. So this one's gonna run up right there. So the first wolf kind of runs up behind you. Ooh. 19 to hit.
Nope.
Oh, do you have your shield?
I have my shield up and I have Shield of Faith up.
Oh, right. What's Shield of Faith? That's it.
Plus 2 to AC.
Plus 2. Okay. How long does that last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Okay. What's that bring your AC to?
21.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Shit.
living the dream.
Well,
Yeah, oh yeah, alright.
I mean, if you're realistic.
Alright, cool.
20 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. So the two wolves kind of go to pounce, And like what kind of shield is it? Is it just like a magical shield around you? Like how is it?
I don't know. Just it just says, shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice.
Okay. So as the wolves kind of run up at the same time, you cast your shield and it encompasses you, and they just like bounce off like birds hitting a fucking clear window. All right, then it is.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I feel like there's just so much going on right now. Why is there so many of them?
This guy is gonna take a shot at you. First one misses.
I can't believe you brought a fucking foam sword.
And that one misses. So you see him quick draw. In the chaos, like there's just so much going on that the DM's losing his mind. This one's gonna take 2 shots at you. That's 20 to hit.
Yeah.
8.
No, he wasn't ready.
So you take 7 points of damage as the first arrow catches you in the chest.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Bitch is gonna die.
And that's another 7 damage.
I'm down.
Okay. So you see the second bandit kind of aim for it, and as they do, arrows drive into his chest, and he falls.
He really made up for that first guy sucking.
Yeah.
Like, that sucked.
Okay.
2 7s, that blows.
So
If only he viciously mocked one of them.
Do it as you're going down. You held the action.
Fuck you.
motherfucker. Okay. So it is top of the round.
That didn't hurt.
No, she's not here yet.
I'm not there.
Oh, you're okay. That's right. I'm gonna swing at that same dude.
Okay.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is looking really bad.
Oh, nope, 2.
Okay.
Really bad.
So again, you baseball swing.
Jeez.
Wait, which one do you fight? This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do a baseball swing, and he just puts his sword up, clocks it out of the way. You would think that he's weaker, for his size, but he just totally fucking made you look like a bitch. And he just pushed it out of the way, and he's like, "Come on, boy.
Boy.
I'm gonna make you look real pretty." Death saving throw.
Saved.
Okay. That's one save. So he is going to take his disengage.
No, he's not. He doesn't get disengaged.
He does. Step over him. Actually, these guys are good, so he's gonna.
Whoops.
So he is gonna fucking make a rip for it.
Because Django.
Is he
picked him
limping?
up.
Is he limping?
Oh yeah, he's fucking hurt.
Yeah.
He's fucking hurt. Which will bring us to these 2 guys who are just gonna rip. 12. 12 doesn't hit.
Nope.
And that one definitely doesn't hit. So pissed off from the bandit talking shit, like you just go into like fucking super fucking sword mode, and you're just blocking everything. What the fuck? Aww.
You know what? That alarm goes off every time we play.
It does.
You should really.
You would think that somebody would turn that off. So the first bandit swings, and just with your hand, you knock it out of the way.
Oh,
Second
fuck.
bandit swings, and you bring your sword back down around and knock it out of the way. And you just look at them both very angrily and say, "Who you calling boy?"
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. So that's them. That brings us to.
I'm feeling a little under the weather. I don't know why my voice sounds like this. It's okay.
That brings us to.
That's not right.
Oh Jesus. Roll a d100.
I don't wanna. We got a blinker.
This is gonna piss me off.
Oh, okay. It's not a bad one. I cast levitate on myself, so I'm 5 feet above the ground. Now I'm probably the same size as the rock, the same height.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So you see, you guys see his arm kind of start to twitch out a little bit, like the metallic arm. It looks like it's short circuiting, and then all of a sudden he just, oh shit.
Not again, not again, not again. Nice. Alright. Would that have happened around the same time that he was running this way?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna try and firebolt him while he was like in his movement. Yeah. 13.
13 misses.
Not gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
I tried.
So as he's running, it's like a action movie. He's like, and as you're shooting it, like you're getting pushed back a little bit. Yeah.
Oh. Try and reach out to hold the rock.
Nice.
So it is. They went. Can you guys start killing some of these things?
Oh, well, I mean, you're the one that threw 6 fucking things in one encounter. That's not anybody else's fault. Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Way to TM.
Keep going.
I appreciate it.
I was gonna attack a bandit, but then this guy started running.
This guy started running.
Alright. So you see 2d6. So Gorogart runs up to help you out and just
Oh, fuck that thing up.
and he finishes his movement, kind of jumps over top, and he starts to run. He does take an attack of opportunity, which totally misses. Okay. So he is running after him, which will bring us to you.
Alright. So, like, I see him running. If I would drop my warhammer and pull out a javelin, would I still be able to throw it?
I would say you're just dropping your warhammer.
Yeah.
You can use a bonus action to draw your javelin, and then your action to throw it.
Okay, that is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Throwing a javelin at this mofo. I'm gonna use a big one. God damn, are you serious? Alright.
So as they're running up the stairs, you release you drop your warhammer, pull your javelin, and just toss.
That was a really long walk. I'm just really tired, guys. I'm sorry.
It like rips between these two, hits the wood or hits the wall,
It's gonna be
and
one
kind
of
of
those
splinters a little bit.
It's gonna be one of those days. That is 2 rolls, both 3s.
So then we are here. So these two are going to take a shot at you. $18 to hit.
Yep.
Try catching him with your body.
I already did.
Yeah. Use his body as a shield.
Please don't. No.
Okay.
Your guy's very strong. Just pick him up and hit him
So
with
this one takes a shot. The first one. Ugh. Okay.
Ugh.
So the first one lets loose. It just barely brushes your arm, and you take 3 points of damage.
The hell, you take 3, I took 7.
Oh, don't worry. Where you at?
18.
Okay, good. Because the second guy takes 2 shots at you. The first shot was a 21 to hit, and the second one was a natural 20.
Oh,
See you later.
no.
It's funny how you have all these magical natural 20s every week. It's funny how that happens.
Hey, you can watch the rolls if you want.
Good. Tear down the DM's screen.
Tear down
Be
the
honest.
wall.
Distracting the viewers.
So,
All one of them.
so luckily enough, the critical you only got 6 points of damage on, and the 19 you get 5 points of damage on.
It's alright. You seem like a very hardy fellow. You're doing good.
Was that 6 of them?
It's like you're working at Abacus, but it's not nearly as complicated and you're still having trouble.
He's trying to math in his head.
My math is terrible.
Oh, good, because this is exactly what I needed to do. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 12.
Yours is like a 14,
Yeah,
right?
14.
Okay. So, because of where you're at, and you hear this, you hear from the hallway what sounds like armor clinking together. You can't tell how many, but you can definitely tell it's more than one.
We got another one! This is my firebolt pistol.
Oh,
Firebolt pistol.
guys, this is going bad already. This is not good.
So that'll bring us to the wolf.
Definitely not good.
Takes a bite at you. It's 13 to hit.
This wolf's a pussy.
So you just see it like. So the way I envision this is when a dog puts his face to like a window and like starts to lick it, but it's just like him trying to bite it. So it's like he's getting there, but he's just not quite getting
It
there.
tickles. It tickles.
So as the wolf goes, you see a small woman kind of crest through. Yeah, starting right there. And behind her, you see a very similar red dragonborn with his blue cloak.
Oh, Dario. That's his name, right? Dario.
No, that is Daragon. Dariel's the priest.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Daragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they come.
A lot of D names.
Yeah, a lot of D names.
Yeah.
So big on the D. So,
Dude, Daragon looks fucking badass.
Right? Like,
Jesus Christ.
so that will bring us to the top of the
too bad
round.
he's one of the bad guys and he's here to kill us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad Jesse's now keeping track of 10 people.
Yeah. Get the little ones.
Oh,
No.
you do you, man.
You can, but you're gonna get attack of opportunity from both of those guys if you move.
Oh, gosh. Alright, this swing at the same guy I've been trying to swing at.
All right, swing away, boys, swing away.
Should have took the attacks.
You need to change your 20-sided die.
I just switched it to this one. I got a 2.
All right, you can't see. I don't know if you got blood in your eye or what, but it's
It's deceit.
yeah.
It's deceit.
Daragon, you vouched for this man!
This is just totally swinging off. Death save.
That's it.
Death save.
Failed.
Okay, actually, just I screwed up, but that is your death save. You would be next up.
Oh god. Should I like save it?
I mean,
Kill
that'd
us
be a
all.
nice thing.
Kill us all.
I mean, he's got time if you want to try to kill something.
Unless the next thing I roll is a crit one.
Oh yeah, don't roll a 1.
Oh, try not to.
That one was a 1, wasn't it?
No, it was a 7.
Oh, okay.
You can save him. It's up to you.
Alright, I'm gonna spare the dying.
Okay.
I'm gonna spare you.
It's a touch. You have to get in range.
So I'll move up. Oh, I touched you.
All right, and that's a level 1. So is that a cantrip?
Yeah, cantrip.
Oh, right, because you're a.
Yeah.
Okay. So that just stabilizes him, right? Doesn't.
It's stabilized.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to roll for death saving throws anymore, but you're definitely not awake.
There's a spot to mark him right here.
Yeah, I know, but small area like that. Fade through paper faster.
So that's her. It is his turn. He just fucking bolts. What a bitch!
Oh my god.
So then, you can't do anything because you're unconscious.
He did a death saving throw anyway.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Then it is the 2 bandits are gonna take slashes at
He's
at
getting
new.
bodied over.
I really hope you're ready to keep on cast Spare the Dying.
That's
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yep.
The second one swings. Ooh, okay.
Oh, another natural 20 with your magic dice that always rolls a 20.
So for the first attack,
He made it himself.
you take. No, I didn't even use that one yet.
Use that one yet.
I forgot about that one. Here, take it.
No, I don't want it.
So the first guy does 3
rude.
points of damage
A little bit.
as it kind of finds a nice soft spot into your armor, but not enough to dig through. The second guy wildly tries to swing at the same spot, totally misses you, and stabs his boy. The natural 1.
Oh, cool. It's a dice that only rolls a natural 1 or a natural 20. I like it.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh my
At
god.
least it's a 50-50 shot.
So he goes to swing at the same spot, totally misses you, hits his boy, and his boy's like, "Ah, Jim." So
There you go.
So that is them. Next up is.
Alright.
Oh, hold on. Gorgar's up next. Sorry, buddy. So Gorgar kind of disappears.
Oh no.
Okay. Then it is you. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab hold of the rock and push off because I can levitate up to 20 feet.
Yeah.
So I'll go 20 feet up
Okay.
and I'll firebolt this one here.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, 10.
Okay, 10 misses. So you release the firebolt. It just barely, it just crests where his feet are. It hits, and he looks over at you,
Hey.
just kind of floating in the air. What the fuck?
Nothing to see here.
Let me see here.
It's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
It is. It just comes ripping through. Oh, fuck that guy up real quick.
Look at that axe.
Dude, everything about that is awesome.
Right? It's got a shiny cape.
I know, right?
No.
It's majestic.
Yeah.
It's like you bathed in Avatar blood.
Oh god. He probably
He's like
did.
the best thing ever. Avatar blood.
Oh shit, that's it. One dice.
Oh, yeah. Let's roll the shitty dice when it's somebody on our side.
Well, I rolled a 8 and it's a 6. Or a d10. So he comes running up, screaming, hacks that fucker in half as he continues the rest of his movement. And that is going to be his turn. He doesn't even stop. He just kind of runs through and just... It is...
I knew he was one of them. I'll turn my finger guns that way.
That's perfect. Finger guns.
Alright, so I'm going to pick up my Warhammer.
Okay.
I'm going to run I'm gonna take a leap off this wolf's skull and come down and crack this guy in the head.
Make an acrobatics check.
No. Oh, okay, that's so bad. Acrobatics, that's 16.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Cool.
And if you hit, roll an extra d6 for damage.
Fucking nice. That's what I'm talking about. But I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
A good thing I got that 16 on an acrobatics check.
I'm sorry.
This one's going great. Alright, guys, I'm headed home.
Yep. Well, see you later.
So you leap off of the wolf.
I still think I should get some bludgeoning damage for falling on top of him. I'm just saying.
You
You get the bludgeoning damage.
roll a 1d4.
Oh my god. 2.
Okay. So you fall onto this guy. He goes prone and takes 2 damage.
Yes! A 1 worked in my favor!
Only because it's fun. You said 2?
2!
Okay.
He's fucking dead.
So he is knocked prone,
Or not.
and you are prone as you fall on top of him. And like as you fall on him, it's kind of like one of those movie scenes where like he falls and you fall like directly on top of him, looking him in the eyes.
I'd definitely lean over and give him a kiss.
Yeah, I knew it.
I definitely do.
That's vegan.
All right, the wolves are dead,
Yeah.
which will bring us to top of the round.
Yeah. I'm gonna smack the shit out of the one that's prone.
Okay. Roll a regular attack. Normally you would roll with advantage, but he is on top of him.
Oh.
So you can roll and just roll regular, or you can try to attack the other one.
I don't want to hit him.
Why
Don't
not?
roll a 1.
Just hit me. I deserve it.
No, I'm gonna swing at the other guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to that.
Like, don't even like, oh, I accidentally rolled a 1, hit me. Like, straight up attack me. Like that is...
Straight up.
Make his
attack
night.
me.
Ooh, 19.
19.
Finally!
Do you crit on 19?
No idea.
I don't...
I don't think that's until like level 3.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Roll your damage.
Bam, bam. That's 6. That's 11 plus the 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you bring your greatsword down onto him and just start hacking. And pissed because this is like the first hit that you've had all round, you just continue to chop. Yeah. As he goes down.
That big one is just like.
You're letting the anger get the best of you. You're fine. As I'm laying on the ground.
You're good, buddy. You're good.
Okay. I'm going to.
Fairy fire.
How long does
I
levitate
don't have fairy
last?
fire.
I don't even know. I did.
I'm going to
I
get
did find
this
it.
one,
I think it's a minute.
and I'm going to use primal savagery with my nails.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Melee spell attack, so it'd be that.
And
No, you would roll a 20.
20.
Yeah, roll 20 to hit.
And
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh wait,
That's plus 6, that's a 9.
wait. Don't I get to roll again?
I mean, yeah.
But do you have an ability?
Or is that just for saving? Don't I get to roll?
That's if you roll a 1, you can reroll.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind then.
Oh, luck.
Yeah, I have luck. Never mind.
That's only if you roll a 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
20.
technically, he's flanked by like 90 people, so.
Yeah, but with you being on top of him, like that would get rid of the advantage. Because you're literally just laying over top of him.
Alright, but I did 2 damage, so there's
Yeah, you had that.
I really wanted to rip him apart with my nails.
Okay, so Bernard, you see this little woman come up, and as she approaches, like, you see her nails kind of, and when she goes to swipe, you just see fucking fangs out of her mouth. And as she goes to swipe, she hits the ground. How long does that last? It's just an attack, right?
Per
Yeah.
attack.
So as you see, like, the ground come up from where she hit, you look again and it's all gone.
Oh.
Normal.
Weird shit.
Oh my god, I must have hit my head.
Alright.
I just reach over and pet you.
So he's gone.
Why is everybody petting me? I don't get it. I mean, I get that I'm mildly attractive. I do.
So, what would he do? Yeah, he's gonna swing on him.
Who, Jesus?
Yeah, what would Jesus do?
I died. I almost died for everybody.
For everybody?
For everybody?
Yeah.
For everybody, though?
You could have viciously mocked him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, D10.
Just be like, your head is way bigger than your body. You look like a bubblehead.
You look like a bubblehead.
Yeah, that would have hurt Twat's feelings, because that guy was a twat.
So you look over and see her, like, transform, and before you look back, you feel a by your head, and hear he drives his axe fully through this dude's head and just lifts it out, and he's fucking jumping over top of you and starts heading up here.
Jesus Christ, if you were gonna do this, why didn't you just come by yourself in the first place?
This guy's a beast.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm gonna fight him.
Do it. And that brings us to 15.
Alright. I imagine that currently I'm like Mission Impossible style laid out in the air. So I'm just gonna kind of like scoot 20 feet this way a little bit.
Okay.
Just kind of
You just see him going.
to the door. And I'll firebolt this one again.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
Tonight's Izzy's night, everybody else is missing. Izzy's fucking everybody up.
Is that right? Yeah. 4. Yeah.
Okay.
And then back to Mission Impossible.
All right. So that brings us to.
Me?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
So that's half my movement?
Yep.
And I get 25, so I can move 10.
15.
15, can I make it up to this guy? Beside Durnan?
Yeah. This stairway is big enough.
Alright. Is that flanking? Yes, it is. I didn't know if I had 15 feet.
Yes, it is.
Alright. How much you gonna bet I still don't hit? Warhammer route!
Yeah.
Oh, 217.
2 17s? Nice. That hits.
So that's a 22.
Yep.
Alright, so that's a D8. Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking. That's 10. 10 points of damage.
Now
Nice.
we're talking.
All right. So as you swing down, you catch like right between his shoulder blades, and he goes down to one knee. He's looking fucked, but he's still alive. So then it is their turn. They do not have.
They really should have been smart like their boss and fucking ran when this motherfucker came running into it.
So he drops his bow and goes to draw his short sword. This guy here to attack the big fucker.
All I'm picturing now is him running through the door and then like her right behind him, just like so tiny, and he's like fucking towering. It's just funny.
So he goes to draw his sword and drops it. Like he's fucking hurt. Totally did not even get a chance to attack. She she's gonna move back and take 2 shots.
Oh.
One at you, one at the Dragonborn. So the one at you misses.
Did she have disengage?
Well, she was over here, so he's not within attack range till he gets through her. So that's actually 10 feet. So there's one.
Oh, so she didn't pass through mine either?
No, because she would have came this way.
Alright.
She misses you.
Damn right she does.
She fucking misses. So she starts to run and totally whiffs past you, and as she releases towards the Dragonborn, you just hear ding, and the arrow hits the shield and just kind of disappears.
Alright.
It is top of the round.
Is there room to get by him?
You two, it probably would be really tight. You might have to go up around.
Or try to jump up.
Yeah, or you can try to jump up.
How tall is it?
It's only like a 4-foot riser. It's not huge. It's easily to jump.
Oh, I'm checking.
You're gonna have to make an acrobatics check to jump, but
Athletics. Keep making athletics.
do it.
I'm gonna move right there.
Jump up.
I'm gonna drop my sword and hit with the heavy crossbow.
Okay, go ahead.
A 4.
So you drop your sword and you pull your crossbow out. As you're pulling your crossbow, you accidentally hit the trigger as you're pulling it up, so it just kind of fucking out behind you. Little rocks shoot up. It
That's why they
bounces
call me
and like comes up towards you, but
No.
but just whizzes past your head. It is.
I'm going to take a shot at her with my light crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, that's cocked. Oh, just fuck it.
You were shooting at her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
God.
Fuck it.
yeah, you release your arrow or your bolt, and it kind of whizzes back. You see it like whiz back through this little tunnel. It
God, you
is.
just want to kill something.
We are the worst adventurers ever.
Alright, that's horrible.
Me.
Yep.
At this height, can I see through the tunnel?
No, it's not very well lit.
Okay.
So like,
Alright.
you'd have to get a little closer
Yeah.
to see through.
Then I'll just fire another firebolt at this
Okay.
this feller. I'll take it. 24.
Nice hits.
5.
Okay. You release a firebolt again, drifting back just a little bit, and like kind of bouncing off the wall and drifting forward again. You see the firebolt rip across the room, and it hits a section of her, like her leather armor that just starts to catch a little fire. Her hair is starting to go up, and she's fuck. It goes to. He's gonna take another swing. So he goes to swing. The bandit kind of leans out of the way a little bit. As he brings it back down, the bandit pushes his hand out of the way and kind of pushes him back down the stairs just a little bit, just enough to trip him up. But he misses on his attacks. Which brings us to...
Alright. I'm just gonna whack this guy right in the back of his head with my warhammer.
Okay.
It's still advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go big 6 here. Well, still 16.
Oh, you're gonna be late for work.
I am going to be late for work. Shit.
So 16.
16 hits.
Alrighty, let's big D8. 8 points of damage.
Okay. So with your warhammer, you just kind of you kind of look as this giant dragonborn just like missed him twice, and as soon as you see him dodge, you take your opportunity and you just go.
Yep, exactly, just like that is how I did it. The best part is I made that sound effect when I swung my hammer too.
Yeah.
Like with my mouth. I was like, bing!
Yeah, literally. All right, and it is her turn. She's gonna take 2 shots at one at you, one at Daragon. Okay, so it hits Daragon.
This is where he dies.
Shield of Faith rules.
Six. Okay. So she releases a shot. It hits the Dragonborn, and you just see him kind of look at it and just crack it off.
How are they gonna get that out?
And it totally misses you. So she's kind of like, fucking speed shooting. Oh, you still have your shield on, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's getting close, but it's just before it even makes contact. All right, then brings us to the top of the round.
I am going to shoot my crossbow at her.
Okay. So with a heavy crossbow, just so you know, it takes a bonus action to reload it. So with a heavy crossbow, it'll take your bonus action to reload and an action to fire. So it uses up all your actions to fire a heavy crossbow.
Okay.
It's not a big deal, but
Do I have a bonus action?
yeah, everybody has
Okay.
a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. But that's just for future reference.
That is a.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
a 6 or a 9? Cause
It's a
this-
6.
Oh yeah, it's a 6.
Okay.
Like, can I use that?
Plus,
Yeah, that's what you use those.
Plus,
That's fine.
I don't know.
what's it say beside your heavy crossbow?
Heavy crossbow. Plus 4 attack bonus.
Yeah.
1d10.
Okay, so anytime you roll a dice to attack, that attack bonus is what you add to your
Oh,
weapon.
add to
Yeah.
6.
So that's 10.
Okay.
Okay. So you release, you reload, take aim and release, and it kind of shears right over her head.
Alright, so I would like to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on you.
Okay.
I had plans for that.
And then
You have to roll for the healing. Is it
1d4.
plus your spellcasting modifier? I'm pretty sure, right? Oh, 1, but you have a plus 4 to your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, so 5.
Hey.
Hey.
And then I'm going to shoot that bitch
Bitch.
with my light crossbow.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an attack roll.
Oh! 16, bitch.
Okay, that hits.
Alright, so that is a 1d8.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Oh no, son of a bitch.
Purple one, closest to you.
This one. This one.
This one.
Oh, she missed it.
Wow.
It was meant to be.
9.
Okay, 9 damage.
Yeah.
We're gonna take the bitch out.
So you see her make some kind of incantation as he's still down.
He's still
Yeah.
gonna be down, but he's healed.
And like with one hand, she's like, this little son of a bitch. And then she gets her right in the throat. And she just kind of looks around as she's bleeding out, falls to her knee, and then over.
Took that bitch out.
That was one of the most long fucking fights ever. That was such a big initiative.
Yeah, there were like 100 guys in there.
Yeah, that hurt my soul.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
You
I
can use it
slowly
again, but when you're
fall
spell
down.
I have 3 spell slots. Right?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure what did you do?
So, just so you know, you're still in combat because you don't know where.
Absolutely.
You don't know where Fuckhead went.
Fuckhead.
Grit. He's Grot.
Oh, okay.
Twat.
Twat. What?
So it is
What's his name?
Grot.
No.
So it is still. I'm gonna still go with initiative order to move until you find him. So that was her. It's coming over to you. So you kind of come to and you're good to go. So you can use half your movement to get up.
Oh, look, it's not dead.
What's going on?
Okay.
I'm gonna just stand there puzzled for a little bit.
Okay. So then it comes to
Me. Alright. Then now I'll float down.
okay.
And I guess that's my 20 feet, so that's what I got.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna.
So that's all you get for movement speed in general, or there's forward, backwards,
Yeah,
up,
oh,
down?
I have 5 extra feet.
Oh.
You can use your action to move.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Then wherever that'll get me. I guess
It'll
on the
get you.
stairs.
Yeah, it'll get you to the
Yeah.
steps. Okay. So it is Daragon's turn, and he just kind of looks around. Is that it?
He went out the door!
So he starts walking over towards the door. He kind of kicks her.
A little more urgency, man!
He ain't scared. He won't look down the hallway. So it is.
I feel like it's a bad idea, but I'm running through the door. My friend Gorgar, I need to find him.
So.
You know, he was really bloodthirsty like 30 minutes ago.
What? Oh.
All of a sudden, his temper changed.
Don't worry, I'll weed out the traps.
Do you wanna make an investigation?
I'm running.
Oh, you're running?
I'm running.
Okay. So go your full movement. Okay. So as you kind of crest around, you see a large tunnel that curves. It's dimly, like very dimly lit, but you can see on the other side, like back here, you can see that there's like firelight kind of dancing against the wall. Just running in.
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in the heat of battle, and my friend is running after this guy, so I'd be after him. And
Yeah.
and I would assume that the two of them, one of them would have set off the traps at this point. Oh,
You would assume.
Yeah.
Unless there was a lever to activate the trap to where they went.
That doesn't make any sense because there's no one left alive to pull it.
You don't know
How
that.
do you know?
That's true. This is a well thought out plan. I'm running.
Alright, so that's about as far as you get.
Okay. Dash action.
Okay. So as you come around the corner, make a dexterity saving throw.
I knew it was coming, guys. It's all right. We have somebody here now that can heal. Oh, that's not bad at all. 18.
Nice. So you run around the corner, and as you crest the corner, you feel like one of the stones kind of give way, and you hear, and about that big spike comes from the room. I'll open the room up for you. So a spike kind of comes down through the doorway, and as it does, you just kind of lean up against the wall. And that does that. So now you are in the room. So you enter a small room, and there's a bed in the center, And then you see crates with a blue, like a large blue shield with a fish, like a carp on it. Do me a favor, make an insight check.
Alrighty. Oh. 22.
Okay, you do notice that it is the same emblem that is on the back of Aragon's cape. So you assume that it is Dustin Hall's crest.
Okay.
Okay. There are a few barrels in the room, as well as you see a couple of chests sitting in the room. They're more like foot lockers. And a bookshelf. Looking at the bookshelf, it's mostly like wooden cups. And that will take us out of combat because there is nobody in that room.
What the hell is going on? Alright. I'm gonna yell down the hall. Hey guys, they're nowhere. They're not here.
Here. What? And he starts fucking.
Whoa, big guy.
I'm coming. Short legs.
I'm gonna follow. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Bicho and then follow.
Okay.
I guess I'll follow. Why am I sticky?
Well, that's a personal thing.
Yeah, you might need to sand the bottom of that up.
It'll cure. Just let it on its side for a little bit. It takes over 24 hours for clear coat to cure.
Oh.
Way to
Well, there you
go.
go.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Do I see his logo on the crates?
You do.
Okay. I'm gonna point to Duragon. Are you betraying us? Who are you? And I got the crossbow too.
He just. I just envision this little guy with like a full crossbow looking badass and then just going.
My finger starts to glow a little red.
Okay. So
Not a lot.
So he looks at you and he's like, "This is what they've been stealing from. This is why we came after them. This is."
Even I figured that one out, Django.
Would just go out. But
Django,
I'll keep the crossbow up.
And he just goes, and smoke kind of puffs out of his nose.
This time.
Where?
I'll press the digitate smoke out of my nose.
I knew I liked you. And he winks.
Yeah.
Right on. They had to have gone somewhere. Maybe we should spread out and look around.
So he's actually going to start looking through the chest.
Oh, thanks for worrying about our friend. I'm gonna look under the bed.
Okay.
What if this isn't the way they went?
What other way is there?
I'm just gonna go back out here.
Watch out for the trap.
So, you look under the bed. Make an investigation check.
6.
Okay. You see something under the bed. It's kind of like blobbish.
No, I don't.
It's just a big black.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time.
You can't really make out. It's dark under there. You can't. Oh, you have dark vision.
I do have dark.
Okay. So as your eyes adjust to the dark, it is a pile of clothes that is sitting under the bed.
Okay.
Nothing under it.
Oh, slobs live here. Alright. There's nothing under here.
I'm gonna loot this bandit.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me.
Not good. 6.
6. The weapons that he did have on them are broken. When she fell, she kind of caught the weight on her crossbow. You do find about 5 bolts that you can take. No coin.
Okay.
What is that?
Did she
desk
have
or
a-
something? I don't know that. Go ahead.
So, crates, these are just barrels. These,
The Foot Locker is.
are foot lockers, and then at the back of the room is a bookcase.
I'm gonna look at that bookcase. Search around there.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Investigación. That is 11.
Okay. You see, it's a shelf. It has like wooden plates. Does have a couple of.
It's a shelf.
Yeah, it just has like
Classic show.
what looks like.
Bless you.
What looks. That was a sneeze? It was so weird.
I've been married to you 11 years and I didn't even know that was a sneeze. Like, oh,
It just came out that way. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Is there a cat?
It's dusty in this room. She can't help it. Yeah, it's like it's
Dusty
cutlery. It's like wooden plates, some silverware. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Where the hell did these guys go?
I'm gonna come around and sit on the throne.
Okay. As you sit down on the throne, you hear no.
One day I will roll them all. I'm the master of this world.
I'm gonna
They
start
will
going
all
through some of
kneel.
the foot lockers.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start tweaking a little bit. Yeah. Just monologuing to myself. It's a good time.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check in that locker.
They'll see.
I just
They'll
hear.
all see.
Okay. So, actually, that one is locked.
I'll show you.
That foot locker is locked.
I just hear him out there talking to himself, and I'm like, what did I walk into?
While everybody's looking, I'm just gonna lay down on the bed.
Django says
Okay.
crack for the last time.
I'm badly wounded. Too tired, guys.
Noob's like, oh, bed, fuck.
Daragon, what are you doing over there?
I'm looking through the supplies, make sure that this is what we've been looking for.
What exactly were you looking for?
And he's cracking open the crates, and one of the crates does have like it looks like a shipment, like a supply of like weapons that they've been waiting on. Some ore, some metal ore. Most of it though is like grain. There's a couple of trinkets that have already been purchased, but they tried to ship them over, and this is what they.
Alright. And you just explained that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's nothing in particular of special value, though, that you're looking for.
He pulls out the swords and he's like, "These are always of value."
I don't know, you did a pretty good job with your axe. If only Django was in here with his superior investigation skills. Where is that little guy?
Do you go looking for him?
Last time. I'm just gonna start like just moving my hands in like arcane circles and just uttering gibberish to myself.
Are you like casting?
Nothing actually.
Okay, so it's just the
It's kind of
movements, right? You're not like
yeah,
prestidigitating anything.
yeah, just like like symbols and stuff.
I'm gonna be like, he's probably just tired. And then I'm gonna walk over to Gimbal and be like, what's going on over here?
This is locked.
Well, I can't pick the locks, but I am very strong. Can I break it?
Yeah, you have a. Do you have a crowbar?
I think I do, but I don't feel like looking up my kit right now.
Which kit did you
Explorer's pack.
Yeah, you have a crowbar. get? Yeah, so you
Advantage.
reach into your bag.
More
Yep.
than I don't.
Ooh, that's still bad. Would that be just straight up strength, right?
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Okay. You're pulling on it, and it's starting to come up, starting to come loose, but it's just not fully broken.
I'm just really tired. That was a long walk through the woods. Don't look at me like that. I'm trying my best.
All right, so he's done here, and he's going to come over here and open up. Try to. he swings his axe down. You see that these crates are like metal enforced, and he's even having a hard time breaking through it.
Now I don't feel so bad. You little lady, what's your name?
Henrietta.
Henrietta, do you think you could give this chest a crack?
I can sure try.
I'm gonna hand her my crowbar to give it a try.
Okay, so as she's walking this way, it's the heat of the TV, so Daragon passes you, and he looks down at you, and he's like, I have to get back to town so that we can cart this stuff out. You're in charge. And he walks out. And he starts walking out, and he's like, fucking weirdo.
Did he die?
No. He trips. He's paying attention to him doing these incantations like fucking weirdo, and doesn't realize that the edge is right there, just fucking falls over, kind of tumbles up, brushes himself off, starts heading out.
They'll all see. I'm just gonna storm off the chair and come out this way. I'm gonna kick the chair. Is it like...
You kick the chair.
Is it like a
structure?
It's okay. I'm just gonna kick it anyway.
Kick it.
Storm off this way. Limping.
Limping.
Yeah, you take...
Please knock me out.
1 point of damage.
Okay.
And you are now limping.
So I'm in charge.
Oh, well, he ran off really fast and I don't know you. Are you gonna open this chest?
I'll try.
I didn't see anything else out that way, guys.
While everybody's doing all that, I'm over here rubbing on Bicho.
Just rubbing his Bicho.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a pretty nice chair out there.
Chair's a chair.
Alright.
If you like chairs.
I just thought it was nice. That was right before that big guy came running what I thought was at me, but it was actually at Gorgar. Now our poor friend's gone. He had to have gone somewhere.
Did you guys search for any kind of secret doorways?
We can't even get this damn chest open.
Oh.
Go for it.
I got a crowbar and a hammer. I don't know if that helps at all.
Yeah, the crowbar gives you advantage on strength checks to open things.
What does the hammer do?
Huh?
What does the hammer do?
You hit things with it.
Yeah. Cast Mage Hand to try and help open the...
Well,
Okay.
while he's doing that, I want to try to pry it open with your crowbar.
Okay.
Oh yeah, just take my crowbar. You're in charge. I get it.
You asked me to help you.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't ask you to be so mean and bossing us around all the time. We only just met you.
What's your name?
My name is Bernard. Thank you for asking.
Bernie.
Do not call me Bernie, alright?
I just met you, and I am
We can
crazy.
stop with the burn jokes. Real great.
Yeah, you now see for the first time that he's half Freddy Krueger.
What the fuck happened to him?
Well, first of all, that's not very nice.
Second, I can hear you.
Third, he never quite told us, so I think it's pretty traumatizing.
Would you like to tell me?
I'm like blindly staring in the distance.
I think you
Pictures of Nom come through your head.
Alright, I want to try to open this
For 10
bitch.
cents a day.
Okay, yeah. In the arms of the... roll a... with advantage.
Oh. 14.
It would just be a 14.
Just a straight
14.
Oh, no.
Really? Alright, so... roll a strength check to help her.
Our DM doesn't get how bad we are.
I'm gonna get up and
So-
I'm gonna be like,
As
I don't
you
even
guys-
fucking care anymore.
As you guys both start to push on it, the crowbar snaps off and like flings across the room. So it just snaps through. And like as he's getting up, It just, a fucking crowbar whizzes past your face.
Can you try to catch that?
I'm going home.
Try to catch it.
You're gonna try. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to catch it.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
There's still 3 more chests in here, guys.
Oh,
jeez.
That's 7.
Okay.
I got more of those. Alright, so you see it start coming at you, and you kind of jump in the way to like try to make this nice little catch, and it just pings you in the head. Take 1 damage.
That thing almost killed me. Oh my god. That was so bad.
You just kind of step back. It takes you a minute to like get back to
I'm gonna try to open that chest.
the same one.
Yeah, I'm like, get out my way.
We're like the fucking mystery men.
Yeah.
You turn invisible, but only if you go look at me.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a strength check with advantage because you were using your crowbar.
Ooh, that's a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even use the crowbar. He just walks over, looks at it, and like where you guys have already started to loosen the lock, he doesn't notice this, but he kicks it, and the fucking.
Well, maybe if you weren't laying on the damn bed the whole time, this would have been a lot quicker. Oh my gosh, I don't know why Daragon even sent you.
I'm just gonna go up to you and start rubbing your face.
I'm just very grumpy. I apologize.
So you guys,
This little woman over here thinks she can just start bossing us around. It's a very stressful time.
so in this
It is stressful.
chest, you see a set of armor. It's not great armor by any means. It looks like it would be a guard's armor,
Staring at
like
your
a city
face.
guard or an infantryman's armor. You pull it up and you see a red dragon claw crest holding 4 arrows.
Important stuff to write down.
You can tell that this is definitely either a guard's or an infantryman's set of armor.
From Dustin.
It is not from Dustin Hall. You know that Dustin Hall's symbol is a blue carp.
A Magikarp.
What?
Magikarp. And
Wow,
if you keep it and hold it long enough, it turns into no.
Well, if only Daragon would have stayed, we could have asked him what this means. Do you have any idea?
Make a history check.
Me?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
20 bitches?
Okay. You do know that is the symbol of the Tilthorn.
It's the symbol of Tilthorn.
Is that like a city or?
Yeah, Tilthorn is the kingdom to the north. Well, it's like the northwest. You've been there in your travels.
So, do you know what this is?
It's the symbol of Tilthorn.
Well, I'm not familiar with Tilthorn. Tell me more about Tilthorn.
Okay.
It's this magical land.
Tilthorn is. It is a kingdom, but it's very scattered. Like this is where you're gonna find like a lot of your orc tribes, a lot of the baddies, and they kind of get together as a group, but it's very Wild West out there.
Okay.
Some people know this as the Badlands,
Okay.
and that's what she tells you.
It's the Badlands.
Have you been?
Have I been?
As she's talking to him about it, I'm gonna walk over and check the other 2 chests to see if they're locked. Nope, that's wrong.
That is locked.
All 3 of them?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm just gonna investigate the room a little bit to see if there's some kind of hidden doorway that we're missing.
Investigation check.
So, Henry, how long have you known
Excuse
Daragon?
me? Did you just call me Henry?
Okay.
You shortened my name. I was trying to shorten yours.
You start searching around the
You can
room,
call me Henny.
and you see, as you get to the bookcase,
Henny.
you put your weight. You kind of put your weight up against it to see what's in these bags, and it shifts a little bit, but only in one direction.
Guys, I think I found something.
You don't know you're beautiful.
I don't.
One direction.
Thank you. I really needed that.
Let's go ahead and put stickies in their room. He's gonna be by the door here.
I'm taking that armor with me, by the way.
Okay, it's just chainmail.
Yeah, I'm still just taking it with me.
Yeah. I'm just saying, mark it down on your thing as chainmail. If you want to like use it or sell it or whatever.
Infantry till
Okay, so as you push, you see a small hallway.
Guys, I found some kind of hallway. I found it though, so I'm just gonna step back. And you do with this.
Always a little bitch.
Well, Henrietta, you're in charge, so by all means.
I'll go first.
Okay. So you head down the hallway, and there is a
Sticky.
yeah, no, there's a stairwell at the end that leads down.
Don't do that. That's too big.
Inevitable.
God damn it.
I just want to keep going.
Okay.
I will follow behind her.
All right.
Can't
So
believe she just left without saying anything.
you guys head down. So it goes.
Supposed to be bleeding.
Yeah, you're to follow me. I'm in charge.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna be.
You know,
the last
you
to
have a
die.
real superiority complex that is not going to play well with this group.
Okay, so you guys head down, and
Gorgar was acting the same way.
I know, it's so weird. So as you go down, there's a small tunnel, and it leads to, you see an open passage. You can see light breaking through. It looks like you're outside. And as you guys exit, there is a small river that runs directly across from it, and a small dock that was set up. And as you look, I want everybody to make an investigation check.
It's going really good today for everybody.
Yeah.
Nope.
Is that cock?
Not
11.
Not one.
I got 10.
If that's cocked, it's very slightly. Actually, that is cocked.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because it was a 1.
What?
You could have joined me
Counts.
with the one.
No, it doesn't count if it's not in the
I don't even know
Mine
where it
was a
went. I'll just
19.
roll.
roll. No.
Yeah, well.
Nice hands, feet.
Thanks.
Okay.
3 minutes.
So as you guys walk out, you're the only one that really notices. You look.
She has a passive perception of 16. Oh, you said insight. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. You look, and in the water you see a very small sailboat, and there's like 2 guys rowing, and you see Garat just staring directly at you guys from the back of the boat.
How far away would you assume this
He's
is?
gone. He's pretty far away.
Okay, because I got some range.
What's your range?
120, I think. Yeah.
Make it at disadvantage. It is a little bit outside of that range, but you might be able to get him.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hit the sail.
Okay, go ahead.
They're rowing.
Wait, it's not really windy.
No, there's no
But-
sail. They're rowing.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's
you...
just it's a small
Yeah.
sailboat.
I'll
It's
hit
just
one of the people rowing.
okay. Go ahead.
Oh, at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 13.
Okay. So you like wind up,
Go
And-
along.
it sparks, but and you do kind of see him smile as he's rowing away.
Where's Goragar?
He's on that ship. That's
you
my guess.
Did you see him on that ship?
I mean, he's probably tied up.
Well, that's not very pleasant to think about.
They were friends, apparently. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna take a look around like this area just to make sure I don't see him like laying dead, bleeding out.
Okay, one more investigation check.
That is 18.
Okay. You do see a couple of broken arrows, and there's blood on the ground.
Oh. I'm gonna go up and do one of these things.
It is fresh.
I don't know why people do that. That's disgusting.
Just to make sure. Just to make sure.
There's blood here. Does it look like it trails off anywhere?
You do see that it runs with an 18. You'll see that like there is a small like trickle of blood headed towards where the boat would have been docked. But it's not like droplets. It's like every once in a while a small smear.
I mean, well, Twat was pretty fucked up, so.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah.
You did great, big guy.
I tried.
That was a cool floating trick you did. Anyway.
Yeah, accidental.
No, you don't tell people that. I think they took Goragar.
That was my initial assumption.
Well, why didn't you say something?
I did. You didn't agree.
Well, she's too busy over here saying, I'm in charge. We're a team.
So where do you want to go from here?
I don't know, Henry, you tell us.
Call me Henry one more time.
I will not call you Henry if you do not call me Bernie.
Tarnation.
Alright, Burn.
And he flinches.
Yeah, my eye just twitches.
And by the way, this is my friend Bucket.
Oh, Bucket's beautiful.
Thank you. He doesn't like you very much.
I just start looking around for Hootie. McHooterton.
You do not
I don't
see a
see him
Hootie.
anywhere.
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Hootie.
Who the hell is Hootie?
Hootie.
What a terrible name! It's so hard to say.
Hootie McHooterton.
Well,
He's an
Look at all
owl.
these maps.
He's my owl that I ride.
so how long have you known Daragon?
Oh, not very.
Not very.
Not very long.
And he left you in charge.
He
You-
totally did.
Okay, so set it on the cards, but that's okay. We don't read what I wrote.
You could be a bitch.
So you know that you showed up at the temple.
Do you see it on the card?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You showed up at the temple just as you know that. Maybe I didn't write it on the card.
Oh, maybe you didn't.
What did I write on the card? No, I just went with your past. So you showed up.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So I still wrote it. It's just not on your card.
Yeah.
Shut up.
How dare you?
So you showed up just about the time that they started to investigate the temple. So you showed up being a guard of like the temples, because there's only like one centralized temple.
Right.
He asked for your help. You know that their other friend, Alistair, disappeared.
He's not at the temple anymore.
Yeah, and they don't know how he got out. Nobody left the temple. Nobody left the rooms, and they had him guarded.
Figured he died.
But he is gone.
Body and soul.
Syphilis is a serious thing.
It's just a big pile of syphilis.
But they don't know that yet.
No.
Oh yeah.
So what are we to do? Are we supposed to wait for Daragon to come back for these supplies? Should we head back to the temple? Should we chase this boat? What do you guys want to do?
Is there like a path
I think we need
along
to
the
rest.
river?
No. You see that this is just for ships. I mean, you could try to climb, but
Yeah, what time of day is it right now?
it's getting late.
Well, I mean, I really could use a rest. But if that's the case, we should probably try to barricade up that door that got just blown off its hinges.
That's fine with me. And
I mean, I'm very tired and I'm not feeling very good.
I'm not feeling so hot either, but you know.
Alright, so you guys make your way back in.
And then, real quick, I'm going to try this chest over on the side of the building again.
Which one?
All of them.
Okay. Go ahead and make 3 strength saving throws with advantage. Okay.
12.
So that's that one.
17.
Okay.
God damn, really? This is how I'm rolling today? That was 11.
Okay. So you pop the center one open, and you see the same armor that was inside the other one. It looks like this was like a couple of guys were.
I can't believe this is worth locking.
Well, in this one, you also see a small note.
Can I understand what the note says?
Yeah. So you open up the note and you read it. It says.
Out loud, I read it.
Yep. Here are the next few deliveries coming to town. We have orders to ship those back to the front lines. Your relief will be here soon. Your next orders will come from the relief party. And instead of a signature, you see a seal, like a wax seal of 2 crow, like a double-headed crow. And that is where we are going to take our break. So we will be back in a few minutes and see where the hell we're going from there. All right.
Too bad we didn't die.
See you guys.